everyone. Guess what? It's time for your favorite part of the week, the Miss Red Podcast Show. I started off with, little black and white Gucci sunglasses to match my black and white pants, wide leg pants, little black and white matching wide leg pants, little white bodysuit, so welcome to the show. To the side, can you see? Okay. So, welcome to the show. I'm excited to have you guys here. I miss you guys. Every week I miss you guys. I hope you miss me because I missed you. Ting. That's my I'm innocent. I miss you guys. So, hope your weeks are your days and the weeks are blessful, productive. Angela, queen of the petty nice shades. Yes, honey. Yes, Angela, queen of the petty nice shades, honey. Yes, I will take them off once I get started, honey, because I can't see, child. And when he puts stuff on the screen, I'd be like this, huh? What? But I got to start off with my shades. I have like 3 drawers full of shades that are organized by color. But I got some good stuff for you tonight. But I like to check on you guys. I didn't get a lot of feedback on some confessional stuff, but it's time to get busy. Y'all know what I got to do. I got to get busy. I got to get my Oprah on. Well, I'm pretty though. I just want her fun. So sunglasses will come off and they come back on towards the end. Craig. Okay, so hope your week was great. Hope it was productive. Hope you made your coins. Hope you got your man. I hope you got your woman. You like my new hair this week? I know I have a wig collection. Collection. Hey, Craig. Craig, you know what? You need to have you a watch party with like some people so I can call you out. Craig. Yeah, you see it, Craig. It's that finest, you know what I'm saying? So, Craig, I need you to engage in tonight's show. You're going to love tonight's show, honey. Because it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. So, I have, as usual, we're going to start off with the what the of the week. Bam! Fleece.
Don't start holding me up on this bathroom stuff. I got it up in it. And when I pulled it out, I had a little dookie on me, and it wasn't nothing. But he told me when he came out to see me that night, he said, hey. I said, what? He said, I think you went too deep, honey. I said, what you mean too deep? He said he used the bathroom
and found the imprint on my DT.
The imprint of it left an imprint of my thing in his turd. I said, look, I don't even want to hear all that stuff. But he said, yeah, you went deep.
I'm going deep to the
And so we decided to get married. I said, you want to get married?
Oh, God.
And he said, yeah. So we go see this guy. And he said, I can marry y'all this week. And so we had to go through all the inmates, send out invitations, Wait
a minute, hold the
we do all that.
Hold the hell up. Invitations.
Yeah, to come to the wedding. Don't start holding me up on this bathroom stuff. I got it up in it. And when I pulled it out.
Please, Lord. See, I like Fleece's stories, but when I hear them, I feel like I have to take a bath. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Jesus. Like, I had to feel clean. This ain't gonna do it, but for the next 45 minutes, that's all I got. Okay, so all this time, when they said Fleece was married to a woman, married, because I don't care. I don't judge. I thought he was married to a woman. I don't care who he's married to. I just assumed a woman. But no, it was his male wife, his mife. His mife. Wife. I get that? Male wife, his mife. So if y'all didn't get the context, if it's a little slower, let me break down the context. He said that his wife said, honey, you went a little bit too deep. He said, oh yeah, I had a little bit of shit on it, on the tip of the dick. He was like, oh, well, that's normal. What was the big deal? He was like, well, not only did you get a little shit on your dick, when I went to the bathroom, this is where my spray comes in, I think. Ooh, God, Jesus. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh. He said when he went to the bathroom to do number dookie 2, his dick print was on the shit turd. That's how deep he went. The wife went so deep in. That's how deep he went, that when he took the next turd, the next defecation, that Fleece went so deep in, besides getting a little bit of poop on the tip of his penis, he put an imprint of his penis on his mice. Craig, I know you're not into that. Maybe it's not. Maybe everything. If it is, I don't care. I don't judge. I'm just here to do the Oprah. I'm doing the Oprah. I'm the Gayle King and the Oprah of the ghetto. Let me fix my camera, chat. Make sure y'all can see what's going on here. So that's the what the fuck of the week. He has so many stories. I just felt that was fascinating. Okay? But I got to make sure that I throw out there, y'all, all of my nicknames that I have. So when y'all hear me, or people hear me being referenced on any type of platform, Miss Red, obviously, the Red Barbie, the 6-foot Stallion, because y'all can't see me sitting down. I'm sitting down. When I stand up, I'm 5'11", almost 6 feet, barefooted. Look, I have no shoes right now. I'm barefooted, but when I go into the studio, I'm like dressed to the nines, to the guides, honey. Ask DC. I'm dressed to the guides. But I'm at home. I just kind of, get a little bit together, and I'm at home. And the 6-foot Stallion. So when they, so just don't forget it. But yeah, so the what the fuck is his mate. So that's what made them get married in prison, because I guess that was a sign that they should get married, because he went that deep in his soul. Have you ever gone that deep in somebody's soul where you had to say, oh man, I've gone that deep in your soul. We need to get married. So he starts sending out invitations, and the guy was like, wait. What do you mean invitations? And he was like, "Oh, I'm about that live. That's what we did." I mean, Fleece is something else. Like, I would love if he would bless this show with his stories. I mean, he goes on other podcasts, and people think it's not true. Oh, it's all true. He's been in jail since he was like 14. The stories that he has told. All right, so that's it for the WTF for the week. I have to do those because I feel like it's fascinating to me. All right. Any comments about Fleece and him getting married to his wife? Craig, you good? All right. Now, before we begin the show, make sure to first off show some love for the Misread podcast on my Cash App. Okay, there are some things on the bottom of my on the bottom of the screen that I'm going to read off to you that are very important. We have my Cash App, the $ Misread Podcast 1. That's my Cash App. Show love to my show. Support, y'all. My show needs support. Okay. By hitting Cash App, no amount is too big or too small. $ Misread 2 Ds Cash App, the number 1 $ in the beginning. Okay, show some love and support. I really appreciate it. The more you support, the more I can give you better and better content to entertain you guys. Okay, I appreciate it. Mwah. All right, now here we go with our topics. Now, we know that P. Diddy is a big topic. But guess what, y'all? Your girl was already, hold on. That's my spray. Don't worry about it. Look. Your girl was already, and I have a studio, right? So that has another podcast. What? So your girl was already on it, and we were thinking maybe we should talk about P. Diddy. And I was like, for what? No one's talking about it. Exactly. So we were thinking, well, why is everybody so quiet? And this was like a year ago. Because I've had my podcast for not quite a year, but about a year. So the people at my studio, the owners, everyone else, they deal with rappers, singers, movie people, girls who models. They were able to get someone who was part of the, how can I say, to keep it PG 12, 13, who's partook in some of the shenanigans. And she's a gorgeous girl with this gorgeous accent. I believe she's from England. She's a gorgeous girl. And she was there getting a photo shoot and wanted to be part of my podcast, and I feel honored. And we had a great interview about this. We had a whole podcast. I'm gonna show a couple of clips of little shorts that we did for a promo. So, but you guys got to go back and watch it on my YouTube. But these are the things that she said that I thought that people kind of were like, what? Because the video did great. This was about a year ago. So watch these little promos that we use to get people to kind of go, what? Look at it.
He had, how do I say this without being so vulgar?
You can be as vulgar as you want.
He had his holes filled. Every hole. He actually used him as a little puppet for others in the industry, like Odell Beckham, the football player.
So we were doing teasers. Now, the guy who does all of my production and everything, and who owns the actual whole building, he knows her very well and does all of her modeling stuff. And this girl travels all around the world. And she didn't say the name at that point, but she did give names in the video. That's why I did so well. But me being a new podcaster, it didn't go viral as far as like viral as far as people like calling me, like knocking my door down, trying to get at me like, who is that? Oh my God. Because she did well. I did well on it, but I want to bring it back up because I wanted to explain how it's coming twofold. Meaning, because I was like, I even asked, D, why are we going to talk about that? No one's even talking about it. He said, exactly. And I was like, so these next couple of videos are going to lead into, they're going to lead into the videos that we're talking about now, because now it's a whole different, there was no footage. There was nothing to pull from. It was us making content of our own. And we had Haiku. Thank you, Haiku. Which was giving her input on what she saw from when she went to some of these escapades. Let's see the next clip. We should have more Haiku videos. And more Haiku. Should be like 3 Haiku videos. I give the producer so many videos. He probably hates me, honestly. And I have to, I love him so much. They're YouTube clips from my show. There we go. Thank you. So, P. Diddy, you guys know he has all these famous friends, right? But they have been extremely silent once all this stuff has come about.
As they should.
Should they?
I think they would want to be quiet, honestly.
So, look. So people were intrigued by that. So I love the person that does my podcast because he's very good. Because that was doing the show. He went back and pulled from it and made that into like a mini promo. So that got a lot of views. So I was like, ooh, I like that. Because it's like, should he? And the way that's probably the most conservative I've ever dressed on camera. I was coming from a funeral. So, I mean, I was cute Sunday best from a funeral, but she was available. She was there doing a big photo shoot, and I had to go. Hey, news anchor on the loose. I had to go get the job done. It's not about me. It's about the job. So we used it, and it really helped bring in, because it was so amazing because nobody was talking about it. And we just couldn't believe that. And next video is going to show it's me by myself. It's a couple of videos where we're advertising for guests to come in. And people were almost afraid to come in and talk. She only talked about it because, well, we don't really know why, but she's not from this country. And I don't really know why, but I thanked her. I respected her. This girl's got like a million followers, whatever. And I thanked her. Maybe because she does stuff at the same studio where I have my podcast, but so watch the next one.
This is light work. Come on, spill the tea. Yeah. Ooh.
Let's see. We got Beyonce, Jay-Z, Jamie Foxx, and Usher. Some of the biggest names in the entertainment industry who happen to be some of P. Diddy's best friends. But with all this going on, they're silent. You don't hear anything from them. So I'm wondering why. Well, on the Red Podcast with your girl, Miss Red, I want to talk about it. I want to find out. And I want to know, why is everybody so quiet?
All right.
Yeah, on that video, you probably couldn't tell which one was Beyonce, which was me. I was on the upper right. Beyonce's on the left. If you couldn't tell the difference, I was on the upper right. But yeah, so that was the focus, because at the time, everybody was kind of thinking, oh, well, he's going to get off. Well, get off. He's not going to get charged. He will not be arrested. Arrested for what? Being freaky? So that was the executive producer of my podcast, I thought that was a fabulous business decision for the show. He focused on, why is nobody doing this? And I thought that was a great way to go, because I was thinking, like, why is nobody, chit-chatting about it? And he didn't understand it either, because we all know those parties were very exclusive. Nobody regular is going, because now we're to a point where rich people have left the country, and I won't have to call any names out, and moved to other countries to avoid possibly having to come, face the stand. I mean, even myself, who have not been to a P. Diddy party, not saying I would never go if I didn't get invited, I'd be lying. I'm going to be bi-coastal, living here in another country soon. But people who've actually, like, saying, bump that, my house burned down in LA, I'm going to move to Dubai or whatever. But now that it is now that this thing has blown up to where it is, I can guarantee there are people now who are, like, sitting on their hands and biting their fingers now because of the fact of where it's gone. This was, like I said, this was 11 months ago. So I started it, talking about it in this manner at the direction of my executive producer of my podcast, right? So I'm just giving you context. So when I talk about it now, it's like, wow, this has really gone full circle. Because honestly, at first, I was hesitant, thinking, this man is not going to go to jail. He has too much power, too much money, too much influence on the community. But they finally, stood their ground and got him where he needed to go. So watch this next one. It's one more about us on my show. The one that I added because we skipped Justin Carter.
That's all I got. I don't have anything else.
Okay. Well, let me just explain it. It was the video that talks about the reason that people were quiet. It was about Beyonce, Jay-Z kind of a thing. And people, all these rich people are like, I'm your friend. We cool, because it's like not even mentioning the Illuminati thing, but like, we're your friend. We're cool. But if you're going to say my name, I'm out of here. I'm out the country. And Justin Carter, who doesn't love Justin Carter? I think Justin Carter is the Shade Room. I'm Justin Carter with the Shade Room. I mean, he is amazing. He just has that reporter type voice that's just great. So the link was broken. So I just replaced that in another video, but it obviously didn't come up or whatever. But yeah, so I just think that it's coming full circle, and I thought it was a good idea to address it now based on where it is, because now this man, we already know his man's got beautiful daughters. He has gorgeous children. He has a mother. And this is serious. This man is facing life in prison, as along with Epstein and other people with similar charges. Epstein's a former girlfriend and, African American. And this is not even about race at this point. This is about your moral compass. And the things that Cassie has said are very jarring. The things that because I've been following it to get content for my show, because I actually changed it from what I was going to talk about. I have been flabbergasted because I teeter on how I want to say this next statement, because I don't want to be insensitive, because I have a daughter and I'm a woman. We know that if this guy, P. Diddy, was a regular guy that worked at Chevron down the street, there is no way in fucking hell she would have stayed 10 years and allowed the things she allowed. She's a gorgeous girl. She's one of them girls. She's a 10. Let's just be honest. She's a 10. She's not a 2. She's not a, she's not a 0. She's not a girl that can't get somebody else. She came in with another producer. I forgot his name. He's so non-existent. But she came in with another producer and then ended up upgrading to Diddy. If that was a regular man, now some women stay with guys who are abusers, but we do know that she did partake in his lifestyle and, the fame and the money. And I'm not condoning it, because I'm not. I would never condone anything of that nature. But if this guy was a regular Joe Schmo, there is no way someone who looks like that and that gorgeous and that talented would even have given him the time of day. It is what it is. He got the time of day with someone like that and Kim Porter and all the other beautiful women he was with because he has money. If that was a broke ass man, he wouldn't even be able to talk to women like that. Let's just face that. So let's go to the next video and talk about it. All right, so we got Cassie here, full-blown pregnant, right? So she's here, 8 months pregnant with her 3rd child, with her husband, Alex Fine, who was the trainer that Diddy hired to train her and Diddy. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. At first, and I'm actually quite embarrassed to say this, but I got to be honest. I was like, why the hell would she leave Diddy for the damn trainer? But this was me and my ignorance not realizing that Diddy was the things they're saying that he is. If a man is using his power, his money, his this and that to control someone, he's not a kind person. So now that I step back, I can see why people like her, Sierra, those two just stick out in my mind, have left those type of men to look for something else better. Because when you see better, you go towards better, money or not. Now, Sierra just, basically got a blessing from hell, but she did sue Diddy and got the $40-50 million. That didn't hurt. But now her going on the stand as a married woman with her third child with the same man, and she's not done this since she's left him, it shows her character. Meaning that's not what she would normally do. And she said that. She said she has not done anything since him. And that's kind of like, that speaks volumes. And she's coming in there literally like 8 months heavily pregnant with her husband. Because I was wondering were they going to last. But he's been very supportive of her the entire time. And I think that, because I love love. I love love. Like, people think that I love love. That's what I'm going to say. And I think love is great. So what else we got? Okay. Now, huh? DC, you say something, DC?
Like they would say that he had Kim killed. What do you say to that?
Heavens no. Kim is from Georgia. I remember one time Puff put his hands on her and she poked that boy. She cute, yeah. That shit all look good, but Kim poked that boy. If you ever seen Diddy with a cast for like a certain amount of time, for like 6 months to a year, yeah, because Kim poked him in his wrist. Almost poked the artery out that boy. No, Kim died how she died, and rest in peace to her because she was always good to me. I don't know about Diddy's sons because the little boy Justin came at me like, I don't appreciate what you did to my daddy.
You gave him a pass, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're a little boy to me. I beat the fuck out you. You heard me? I don't want no. It don't even sound right. Me putting my hands on that little boy, and you know I'm in LA. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm out there. You know what's out with me out there.
Puff Daddy is like a monster, right? Like they would say that.
All right, so that's one of Diddy's artists. I think that's Chopper, I believe. These guys look so different now. I was watching Megan the Band, and that's why you don't see any reruns of that, because they took that shit off the air. They don't want any type of nothing about Danny Kane, Megan the Band, Day 26, anything about that. But yeah, so the artist is saying basically that people think that he's saying that, Kim Porter died of her natural causes, which is the pneumonia. I have a hard time believing that. This lady was 46 or 47, a model, gorgeous lady, and died of natural causes. But I heard she was going to be killed because she's going to write a tell-all book. But again, allegedly, I'm not trying to be sued by nobody, allegedly. But I'm not friends with him, and this guy's in his circle. So, but that's a scary thought, to live like that, knowing that someone is targeting you because you want to tell the truth about something, would have to be scary. But the whole time he's dealing with Cassie, he's dealing with Kim, because word on the street is that Cassie would. This is sad. Oh, this is sad. Would he like the humiliation that he would give Kim in front of Cassie? Like if Kim was asleep and they would come in from a club or whatever, he would tell Kim, get the fuck out the bed, let Cassie go to sleep, and go sleep on the couch. And Cassie would think it was just so hilarious. Like Cassie would make fun of Kim, and they had kids. They had kids. Keep in mind, they had like 3 kids together. So Cassie would like talk to Kim crazy, and Kim, I think Kim was the real victim, honestly. So that kind of stuff is like, but in my mind, I had a hard time believing it because he has daughters, 3 daughters. Normally, when you have daughters, you're thinking. That's what they a lot of guys when they go on dating sites, they put their kids on there with them. Like, look, I have kids. I'm not crazy. I have a daughter. I have a son. Which now I don't even look at that. You could have a kid and be cuckoo bird. I don't even care about that because, like, you have daughters. How would you feel if someone did that to your daughter or your niece or your mom? I mean, it's crazy. Doesn't make any sense, but that means your moral compass is low. But so that's crazy. But before we go on the bottom of your screen, y'all need to make sure you are looking and reading. If you are a business looking to advertise in the best possible way, get your business out there, please contact me at theredpodcast@gmail.com. We can get your business put out there, y'all. If you are a business that wants to advertise, I mean, you can be a business, a singer, actor, whatever, sell hot dogs. Please contact me at theredpodcast@gmail.com for more information. Because keep in mind, I have another platform as well. Okay, this is just the one I'm talking about right now because I have another one, but they both work hand in hand. Okay. Also, 404-323-0730. That's my business line. So either the email you see on there or 404-323-0730. All right, so let's see. Look at Diddy. Wow. The gray hair. All right, so let's see. They're saying here because of the gray hair. May actually get off. Because he came into court like, they said in court when he walked with the jury, he was like to the jury, like, y'all, peace be with you. Like, they say he walked in like, peace, y'all, peace be with you. And the thing is, people forget these celebrities poop, throw up, piss, fall. They don't take showers. They stink like everybody else. Everybody else. And the idolization of these people are crazy. Like, why do you think about it. For 1 second, I thought about this. Besides Cassie, why do you think P. Diddy didn't have a Beyonce? Well, she was taken by Jay-Z, but I'm just saying, had regular girls besides Cassie, meaning girls who were not in the industry or whatever, because he couldn't really, they didn't have anything, so they were controlled by the money and the stability of their life, because nobody wants to be in the street just wayward, just in just around here just willy wonking it. If they have financial security, and a lot of women did deal with that for security. And I was surprised. I would have never thought Cassie was dealing with all that. I'm shocked. I'm floored. I am so surprised. Can't lie. Feel bad for her. Pray for her. But luckily, she met someone that accepts her for all of her flaws. And I can't believe that earlier someone said, imagine this was your wife and you're hearing these things about her before you. Again, before you. Why would you judge her on things that are before you? I just don't understand that. And that was an African American person that said that, right? Okay, so is real quick. I want to say one because I forgot. I forget all of my plugs. Oh, his daughters. He has gorgeous daughters who have now, they're in their senior year, I believe. In high school, they go to Sierra Canyon. I know the two twins do. They look exactly like their gorgeous mom. And Kim is from a model from Atlanta. You know, he has a type. That's why I said Young Miami never had a chance. She just liked the freaky stuff because she did say she liked golden showers and all that stuff. She was just trying to basically get him to not go anywhere. But the daughters, I don't know if they should have been there to hear what their dad said. They're going to need some serious trauma help to hear, because again, I can guarantee P. Diddy would go insane if he heard his daughters have been through this. There's no way he would be happy if any of his daughters, 3, went through any of this that he put other women through. There's no way. And they are gorgeous girls. And there's no way the twins don't feel a certain type of way about their mother dying in that horrible, horrible way. The lady was a model in great shape. She wasn't obese or anything. I mean, I really pray for the girls. I mean, they have no mother, but Chance has her mother. And I'm hoping that she rallies around all the girls. But it's just a sad situation all the way around. And people actually think Diddy may actually get off. May actually get off. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to report. So if he gets off, I mean, I don't know how much he paying, folks, but if he get off, I mean, all you can do is be like, okay. I mean, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? But okay, we all know the world is corrupt, y'all. The world is corrupt as all get out. This ain't gonna do with P. Diddy. The world is corrupt. Then our leadership now is corrupt. But let me give y'all my one last plug that y'all, I'm not getting any bites on this, y'all. Secret confessions. You guys don't need to show your face. You don't need to. You can be faceless, but we need the tea. Send in your story to the Red Podcast at gmail.com, which is me. I don't have an assistant or anything. I'm the assistant. If I did, they would know not to, but I don't. So the Red's Glam Room Confessionals. Do you have a juicy, deep, dark secret, sexual problem, Craig, relationship issues, or just life advice? You want to get this shit off your damn chest? Well, I am your girl. Tell Miss Red all about your problem. You can be featured on the Miss Red Glam Room Confessional. You can be faceless. I just need all your tea. Send the story to the Red Room 2Ds at gmail.com. Now, with that note, I wrote something down. I gave some examples. Craig, stop. I just said you can be faceless and use a fake name. Let me give some examples. I said, did you sleep with your BFF's hubby? Are you pregnant by your child's school teacher? Are you the next black Mary Kay Letourneau? I mean, she did get rich and famous before she died of cancer. Just giving some random examples. You can be faceless. And I'm pretty sure DC can change your voice, maybe. I don't know. But you can definitely change your face. Your face won't be shown. So, Craig, you can I mean, like deep dark secrets. I mean, I can't do it because my face is on here. But I mean, I may have a friend come on here and like say one of my secrets, act and say their name is Miss Ked or something. But yeah, but I'm not getting any bites. So y'all, come on. 3 and then 404-323-0730 and call me. Let's talk, because I'm gonna be having some guests coming on talking about their stories about stuff. But yeah, either hit me up on the email or give me a call. Craig, there is no way I would ever expose anyone on my show. Ever. Like that right there is something I don't play about my integrity. So yeah, so your darkest secrets. You know, I may go into like the whole dating thing and all that, but everyone's doing that. So I'm trying to get people to want to get things off their chest. Now, for you, it could be small, like, oh, I stole my coworker's tire. Okay. You're confessing it. You're getting it off your chest. When your face is either black or you're turned to the camera backwards. But we can't do it without you calling us, letting us know, and preparing for it prior to. So come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. And also, I need for y'all to check out my YouTube and all that kind of stuff, right? Check out my YouTube, check out my Facebook, check out my Instagram, and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but get these things off your chest, because they're gonna end up making you go insane. You're gonna start feeling like guilty. You're gonna start feeling bad. All that good stuff. All right. I think I have one more video before we close for the day. This is a Diddy day.
No, you're done.
Okay, well, I can keep talking. Well, let me tell you about this. We have a misread on Diddy. Oh, how about there was no misread on Diddy? A video said misread on Diddy.
The email box is empty.
That means, girl, you're done. Okay, well, thank you, executive producer. Appreciate that. Okay, so make sure to check out all of my socials and like, subscribe, and share. All right, we got the Facebook, which is Red. Yeah, go on to my Facebook and like, subscribe, and share. We got the YouTube, which is at the Red Podcast Show. That's the YouTube. We have the IG, which is at the Red Podcast. We have the TikTok, which is at the Red Podcast 1. Cash App, $ Miss Red with 2 D's, Podcast 1. And also after this, I go on and do a TikTok live. I get a lot of people to come on, but everyone's going, I'm going to stare at her while she's talking. I have like 5,000 people, but I'll have like 2 people engaged, like saying stuff. So don't be nervous. Just say, where'd you get your wig at? I mean, say something. So I know you're engaged. I want you guys to be engaged. I don't want you guys to feel uncomfortable speaking to me. This is my first time being on social media to this capacity. So I really want to. Craig, are you there? Craig, let me see what Craig doing. That's my buddy right there. Craig, you still on? You didn't like talking about. I see you didn't talk about P. Diddy with me today. Look, I'm giving Craig the face like done. Oh, you think he's done? Everybody's saying he gonna walk. I don't think he gonna walk. I don't think he gonna walk. You know what I'm saying? Did you see the what the fuck of the day with Fleece? I thought he married a woman, but he married a myth. I need you to get some of your friends to come on here. I need some misread glam room confessionals, y'all. I thought about doing like a dating, like a pop the balloon dating game thing, but everyone's doing that. Let's do a confessionals, misread glam room confessionals, y'all. People want to hear people's dirty secrets. Who does not want to hear dirty secrets? Or like, oh my God, I ain't about that life. What life is that, Craig? Craig, I know you got some secrets. You ain't got to give your real name. You can say, Craig, you say your name is Trig, trigonometry. You ain't got to give your real name. You ain't got to say your real name. But I'm always glad when you check in, though. I will say that. But I need you to go to my socials and like, subscribe, and share. And even share this live. Share this live show. So I'm getting ready to go back in the studio and do it. I have a lady coming on my podcast. She's going to do a nice interview about the school system and how it is. I'm trying to watch my words. How it's not the greatest. So you guys. So that's all that I have for you guys. You are fun to listen to. My friends would not like you. You too bougie. Okay. You know what? Okay. That's not true. I get along with everybody. First of all, what do you mean? What do you mean I'm too bougie? What do you mean? How do you too bougie? What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean by what's too bougie. You trying to be funny? Oh, Craig, I love you. You're funny. Well, you guys, that's it for tonight for the Miss Red Podcast Show with Miss Red and Craig. You guys, I will see you guys next week. And have a great week. And see you guys next week. Peace.